Hey everybody, I'm Lou. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this November 2023 forecast. So this is a general astrology and tarot card reading, and I do recommend that you watch for your rising sign first if you know it. Then you can watch your sun sign and your moon sign afterwards if you wish to do so, but the rising sign is going to be the most accurate. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That really helps me and also helps me to continue to produce these forecasts down the track. Now, as always, I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm doing these readings on, the Gumbaynggirr people, and recognize their continued connection to their culture and country. I wish to pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging, and I recognize that this is and always will be Aboriginal land. Let's get into the forecast. Hello there, Libra. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2023. Let's begin the reading with Death and Magic. It's really interesting this card's come out because it's Scorpio season, all right? So Scorpio is associated with death and rebirth and magic and taboo and all of that sort of energy. So this is definitely that Scorpio element of what's happening here for you this month. So the sun is there, Mars is there, Mercury is there. We also have a new moon there. So the new moon happens on the 13th of November. And this new moon is conjunct Mars and opposing Uranus in tight aspects, right? So this is a really powerful new moon, and with it, so Scorpio being your second house, so we're looking at your values, we're looking at what's important to you in your life, what creates stability, what creates security, what helps you to feel powerful, right? Often it is our resources, it's our material realm, it's our money, our finances. But it can be anything, and it comes back down to really that emotive quality of empowerment and inner stability, the inner stability that comes from within. So with the Death and Magic card, there could be major shifts that happen around that new moon. The new moon does create new beginnings, but with new beginnings, there has to be endings. Okay, things need to be cleared to make space for that. With Mars involved so tightly in rulership, okay, here's a catalyst for change. Big changes coming, big shifts coming. In opposition to Uranus in your 8th house again, is the house of change and transition. It's been highly activated all year. So you've had this year has been a really transitional year for you, Libra. In whatever capacity that's come out in your life, it could have come out in many different ways for every Libra, okay? But the underlying theme is like this transition, this change and moving towards more power and control within your life. So there may be things that you need to let go of, with this change, with these shifts coming in, there's things that need to be released, need to be surrendered and let go of as well. It's never easy when you're dealing with that kind of transitional change. There's changes in life. It's not an easy task to do. And so that may be challenging for you, especially off the back of your season, Libra season, with that solar eclipse there. And that would have been, I feel like for a lot of Libras, that was a really enjoyable time. And it's like maybe this is sort of coming to an end and the next challenge is coming up for you, Libra. We do have Venus on the 8th, your ruling planet moving into your sign. That's a really positive thing to happen, right? Having your ruler in your first house until December 4. So for all of November, really, you'll be getting that boost from your ruler, which will help to soften any of this. So you're coming into the reading with the Nine of Swords. Okay, so there's fear, right? Nine of Swords is fear, it's anxiety, it's worry, it's doubt. So things are shifting. That's a natural response to change. Humans are naturally kind of driven to create routine, to create stability, to create norms around themselves to feel secure, to feel safe, to feel protected. So this is what we're looking at in that second house with Scorpio there. Like I said, security. What makes you feel secure? And are these security systems that you've wrapped around yourself, are they beneficial to you, or are they keeping you small? So the universe steps in often when they're keeping us small, when they're keeping us contained, when it's a false sense of security is what I'm hearing for you, Libra. False sense of security, and you know it internally. You know that on the internal level, your intuition is like blaring at you with this Nine of Swords. Okay, so maybe you're having sleepless nights, maybe you're having nightmares, maybe it's just fear or doubt or anxiety that's creeping in, and that's your intuition telling you something's off, something's wrong. It's the alarm bells to tell you that this sense of security you've created around yourself is not real and something needs to change. Mars does that, okay, with that new moon in Scorpio. Mars does push us out of our comfort zone to change. Now the environment is giving you an opportunity, Ace of Coins, so that's really positive, okay? So even though you're feeling this way, through this change, through this transition, it's not for nothing, Libra. It's serving a purpose for you, okay? It really is serving a purpose for you because there's something new, there's something more solid, something more secure. Ace of Coins is security, but it's a new sense of security. It's more real. It's something that needs to be nurtured by you, okay? So whatever is coming in, and maybe, this is in the environment position, so it's probably going to appear in your life now in November. If it doesn't, maybe it's just that there's space needing to be cleared for there to be room for it to come in, because aces are only ever potentials. They're not necessarily a guarantee, and they really just depend on how you deal with this. So if you buy into this fear, if you really clam up, is what I'm hearing for you, Libra. If you clam up this month and buy into the fears, into the insecurities, into the doubts, okay, this Ace of Coins may just like fizzle away, may not turn into anything. So there's this need to shore up your sense of inner security, your sense of self, who you really are. I like that with Venus moving into the first house, because the first house is our identity, right? It's who we are. It's our identity that we expose to the world. It's how we're seen, how we're viewed, right? With Venus there, your ruler there, this is about you being able to be authentically yourself. Be authentically yourself and have that sense of self that allows you to feel secure moving forward, moving through this transition into the next stage. The universe needs you to move with the momentum. Eight of Wands. Like I said, if you clam up, that momentum cannot go anywhere. So there's a lot of momentum when the Eight of Wands comes out. There's like the energy is moving fast. I do feel like that with that new moon in Scorpio on the 13th, with the Mars component there, I feel like it's kind of ripping off a band-aid almost is what I'm seeing for you, Libra. There's this ripping off of a band-aid. It's going to happen fast, and the universe just needs you to go with it. If you clam up, you may miss this opportunity, okay? It won't be a disaster. It's not going to be like a total disaster, like life-changing, life-altering, ruining your life, but it's going to be like a really sad missed opportunity, something way better can come, something way better can happen for you if you allow it. Okay, we have the moon in reverse and we have the devil. I think it's going to be really in your face. The moon in reverse, it's like things being revealed, right? Things are being revealed to you, maybe through your dream space, right? Maybe you're having nightmares, maybe you're having dreams, maybe you're having things coming up to you even in your daydreams, coming out of the unconscious, coming out of the subconscious mind, coming up. It's going to be really obvious, like almost a slap in the face, Libra. Yeah, so there's going to be no wishy-washy to this with the moon in reverse, okay? There's no second guessing yourself. It's really obvious. I do also think, we have on the 27th of November, we have a full moon in Gemini. Now that moon again is making harsh aspects with Saturn and Mars. It's making a T-square with Saturn. Saturn being in your 6th house. This full moon being in your 9th house. So there may be things coming up that are requiring you to make shifts and changes within your lifestyle, within your health. Places where you've been stuck, places where you've been trapped. So it may even be something to do with how you're living your life, where you're kind of in this monotonous routine. You're in this uncomfortable comfort zone. And there's this need to break out of it. So that full moon in Gemini at the end of the month will be pushing you really to do that. So the T-square between your 9th house and your 3rd house and your 6th house is going to encourage you to really take your focus, take your perspective to your whole life. How you live your life, the things you do on a daily basis, things you do for your health, the way you work. It could be to do with a work environment, colleagues, that kind of stuff as well, Where are you stuck? It's just, I think this month for you Libra is really going to be about being stuck, becoming unstuck is what I'm hearing. This is what this is all about. And it's not easy. This isn't easy energy. It's transitional energy. But the results will be worth it. The results will be worth it, Libra. Yep. Okay, we've got the 4 of coins. Yeah, so holding on tight, clinging on tight, where you're being stuck, where you're trapping yourself. No one else has trapped you like this. This has all come from your own perspective, your own mental constructs that you've put around yourself, or maybe you've fallen into a bit of a routine that is become a habit, okay? This could be about your habits, and it could be any habit. It doesn't have to be, it can be physical habits like eating habits, smoking habits, sleep habits. It can be emotional habits like an emotional tone. Maybe you've made a habit of being depressed or being anxious or being worried, or, it could be habits with other people. It could be just desk scrolling through socials, those kinds of things, right? So this is what's really coming up for you this month. And there's this resistance to letting it go. And that's what's creating the challenge. The challenge is not what the environment is doing. It's not what the universe is doing. The challenge is your resistance to it. Okay, Libra. So if you're having a really hard time this month, looking at your resistance, looking at why. Why are you resisting it? Is it because you just don't have the energy to deal with it? Is it because you're worried that you won't be safe? Is it because is it because you don't trust the universe to provide? Is it because you don't trust the people in your life? What is the resistance is going to be really important for you to look at. We have the 9 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so persevering is going to be really important for you, Libra, to push through this, to keep going. You're nearly there. There's this fresh start, like I said, and this is an offering. The Ace of Coins is like an offering from the universe. Here you go. Here's a gift. It's a gift. But there's this resistance because to accept that gift, there is things that need to change. There's things that need to be released. There's a little bit of trust needed. There's breaking some patterns that are needed. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to break patterns. I understand that. It's much easier to just ignore it. But if you want to create more of a life for yourself of more expansion and more growth and something that you can really enjoy in your life, then there's needs to really look at these patterns and make a shift. Okay, and we have, you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? So this card is really talking about what I was saying with that 9 of Swords, that those nightmares, those daydreams, those that dreaming, you're dreaming your life into reality. So what kind of life are you dreaming up? really paying attention to that. It's going to be important, Libra. If you're dreaming up nightmares, your experience is going to be nightmares if you're focusing on that and holding yourself back. I think the clues for this month, the clues on how to overcome whatever you're facing, whatever battle is going on for you, is going to be found in your dream space, in your dream state, especially around both the moons. So on November 13th, the new moon in Scorpio, November 27th, the full moon in Gemini. They really pay attention to your dreams. There's going to be answers for you. It's like that's the way your intuition, that's where your inner being is going to be communicating with you this month, Libra. You're leaving yourself messages, literally. You decided to wake up. You've chosen this. You've asked for this. I've been saying this to you all year, Libra, because of that 8th house activation, that 8th house transitional activation with Taurus. Is something you've called in. It's something you really want, but then there's this fear of taking that plunge. So just paying attention to the synchronicities, to the messages, to the images that come up for you this month, because it is what you want, really, in the end. It's going to give you more power and control in your life. Okay, and surrender to your soul's path. Yeah. This is what your soul, you decided to wake up. Your physical person didn't decide that. Your soul did. Your inner being, and you have called this to you on this unconscious, subconscious level through your inner being, and it's coming. It's something amazing. It's a brilliant opportunity. You've asked for it, but it doesn't. Your time, space, reality, person here that's living it is terrified. Okay, so just letting go and trusting that this is actually your path. This is the journey you are supposed to be on. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson, embrace every moment. Allow, okay? A lot of allowing this month, Libra. Okay, so that's your month for the month of November. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you next time. Take care.